Good morning, folks. I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me today. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Recently got some cups of coffee. You know who you are. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your donations. There in Utah, a magnitude 2.5 earthquake hit around 2:30 a.m. local time according to USGS. The earthquake hit about 4 miles northwest of Cedar City, Utah, about 220 miles southwest of Salt Lake, Utah. According to USGS, some weak to light shaking was felt around Cedar City and Enoch. The earthquake had a depth of about 3.7 miles. No damage or injuries was reported. They did give it an intensity level of 4. Which means it was felt indoors by many people, outdoors by a few. At night, some may have been woken up. Dishes, windows, doors were rattling, and automobiles would have been rocking noticeably. Cedar City, Utah is located in a region known as the Intermountain Seismic Belt, which is an area of elevated earthquake activity. The primary cause of earthquakes in this region, as well as many other parts of the world, is movement of the tectonic plates. This was a real interesting location for the earthquake. Right over here we have the airport. It looks like it's right on the base of a hill. This is actually what they call a horst block, which was raised up because of the movement of the Wasatch Fault Zone. There is actually a lot of faults that go through this area. We also have the Hurricane Fault, and then I got drawn out in red here, which in my opinion, I think maybe because of the compression, the movement of the Wasatch Fault Zone, we have the Eastern Basin Boundary Fault System right through there. This area too has a lot of fill. It's a valley that has sunk down, and actually one side sunk down and the other side raised up, being a valley. But having so much fill that has flowed into this valley, earthquakes are felt over a large area. So on the western side, there's another fault system. This is the Cedar Valley West Side Faults. So we got the west side faults, and then we got the eastern side faults. And smack dab in the middle was this magnitude 2.5. I have links to different documents about the potential for earthquakes in this location and the cause. It's down below in the more information box below this video. Both the Enoch, Garbin West, and the East faults have formed scarps. That's where the ground pops up, a ledge forms. They are tens of feet high that have developed. This location down here is called the Cross Hollow Hills, northwestern to the western margin of the Red Hills. Bedrock is shallower to the east of the EBBFSs. That's beneath the Enoch Garbin and the Cedar and Cedar City. Here we go. I'm going to bring this back up. So we got the Cross Hollow Hills, and then we got the Eastern Basin Fault System, and we got the western side of the fault system. So this is another area where there is uplift there by Cedar City. There's areas in this location that have risen up to about 7,500 feet. Now the Hurricane Fault System is a large fault in southwestern Utah. It stretches at least 155 miles or 250 kilometers from the Grand Canyon northward to Cedar City, and is capable of producing damaging earthquakes, maybe of a magnitude 7.0. The hurricane fault is what they call a normal fault, a type of fault that forms during extension of the Earth's crust, where one side of the fault moves down in relation to the other side that moves up. What they call the hanging wall is on the west, and that side is dropping down. Luckily, of late, the hurricane fault system, when it ruptures, it does it in segments. It doesn't do it in one long rupture of the entire fault. If that happened, like I said, you would have a magnitude 7.0 earthquake probably. The nearby Wasatch Fault is another transform boundary type fault, but as far as they can tell, it does not directly affect Cedar City. Although it's not directly under Cedar City, the Wasatch Fault is a significant geological feature in Utah that poses a seismic hazard to the entire region, including Cedar City. The fault extends about 240 miles, or 386 kilometers, and runs through the eastern part of the state. It's a major transform fault where the eastern part of the state is being pulled to the northeast, and the western part is being pulled to the southwest. USGS did not have a moment tensor ball for this earthquake, so I wanted to look at the felt reports to see, just where most of the reports came from. So here's the felt report map put out by USGS. Up over here, they said that it was intensity level 4. But there was only 4 reports in that location. Might be due to the population. But down over here, intensity level 3, there was 42 reports. It's like, wow. Let me close this. And that was the location of the earthquake. So going back to Google Earth, here's that 2.5. And yeah, you can see up over here, we don't have much of a population, but down to the south, yeah, we do. 42 reports there. There was only 1 response going towards the east, and then there was 4 up over here. So did you feel this earthquake? Please put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you're still subscribed. At the end of every month, YouTube, for some reason, their little AI, not very smart little AI, loves to unsubscribe people. And once again, thank you for the cups of coffee. As always, be prepared for a disaster, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.